Hello guys, Mr. Fergus here, and today I'll be covering some trigonometry. This is about a grade 7 and I'll be focusing on Soh Cah Toa. So, as you can see, this is the basics. So as you can see, we have the hypotenuse, which is this slanted bit here. The opposite is always opposite the angle that you're given, and adjacent is between the right angle and the angle. So what you need to know is that Pythagoras only works with right angle triangles. So you can't do it with non-right angle triangles because you need to use the sine or cosine rule, which I'll be covering later on. So yeah. So prerequisites. So as you know, you need to know Soh Cah Toa. So this is really a new mnemonic for you guys to remember. So you should always remember that sine equals opposite divided by hypotenuse equals over adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan is over opposite over adjacent. So these aren't given in exams, so you must learn this, otherwise you're pretty much screwed if you're given these questions. These could end up being on your non-calculator paper because it could give you like sine 60 or something, and you're meant to know what sine 60 is, which is root 3 over 2. So you should really so you could get these kind of questions in non-calculator, your paper 1, but very unlikely to. So here's a little example. So I haven't labelled it on this graph, but on this little triangle, but as you can see, we have x, which is the angle we're trying to work out, and side opposite x is our opposite, and 12 is our adjacent. So we need to use the tan, so Toa, because we've given the opposite and the adjacent, so we must use this formula, tan theta equals opposite and adjacent. And now we sub in the values that we have. So tan x is what we're trying to find out. 5 is here, 12 is here. So then now we rearrange for x, so you want to use the tan minus 1, which is tan, the inverse of tan bracket 5 over 12, because I like it, and you should get 22.6 degrees to 1 decimal place. Another example here, another exemplar. So this time we need to work out our hypotenuse here. So our unknown, which is our x, is our hypotenuse here, and 23 is our adjacent, because again it's the angle that we're given, and it's between the right angle and the given angle. And we will use our cosine, our cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. So our K, because adjacent and hypotenuse is given in this question. So we substitute in these values. So cos 55 equals 23 over x, and we rearrange for x. So we have, hang on, this isn't correct. So we would actually swap the 23. This is actually not right. So this must be our mistakes. So it should be so the x and the cos 55 should have swapped around. So it would be 23 divided by cos 55. Sorry about that, guys. So which would be okay, that sounds a bit more likely. So about 40.1 centimeters. So sorry about that, guys. So so as you can see, you meant to swap these around and swap these around, but basically you rearrange for x, and initially I didn't get that bit correct, but let's move on. So here are some for you to try. I'll be going through in a sec. Pause and have a go yourself. Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to show you how my thought process of doing this. So I know that this is my angle given. This would also mean this is the hypotenuse, the opposite, this is the hypotenuse. So sine rules, so we'd use sine theta equals opposite of hypotenuse. And then now we want you to we have sine 45. Sine 45 equals our opposite, which is a. So a is what we're working out. X. So we just put a just for simplistic terms, and a 5. And now we arrange for a. So a will be equal to sine 45. Sine 45 multiplied by 5. So our answer would be, let's check it out, sine 45 times 5. It's 3.5. 3.5 to 1 decimal place. So that's what you should have got for this one. And the second one was kind of like a trick question, because you'd really simplify what you need to do. So you could work out the angle if you really wanted to, but you guys should know Pythagoras, and it's kind of like a little trick question I put in there if you really want to save yourself. It does work if you want to have a go at finding this angle first and then trying to work out that. But this will also work. So 10 squared minus 9 square, and you must make sure this is all by square rooted. So you want to equal whatever equals 10 squared minus 9 squares, 19 equals 19, and then you must, and then you must find square root the answer 19, so which will give us square root of 19 is 4.35, which sounds pretty probable by that, I think. So yeah, 4.35, because you need to know that it's that's it. So as you can see, guys, summary: trigonometry only works with right angle triangles, and you must remember this Soh Cah Toa rule, because and also you must know how to rearrange properly. That example I did, I made a little mistake, but you need to know how to rearrange for x. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and like, and check out other Mr. Pythagoras channels. We offer science and economics, which we'll be creating soon, and also BTech business. So peace out, guys.